In this week's episode, we go to a magical place where Margarita gets up close and personal with stingrays. Lots and lots of stingrays. So personal, in fact, that one actually bites her. We see my good friend Dougie, who is crewing on a HH Catamaran, so we go check that out and give a bit of a review. But first up in this episode, Margarita has got onto a fish and we need it for dinner. So stick around to see how well she does.
Can we get a sailboat? Chasing down the sunset as we float round and round the globe.
This is Margarita, the normal one in a not quite normal marriage.
And this is Peter. He's a little bit different, which keeps me on my toes. Together we are on an adventure that didn't work out as planned, but we are fighting back, so come join us.
Can you come here? I need your help. Because I need to take him. He's going to go to the other side of the dinghy and we're going to have problems.
Yes, dear. Notice how she spoke it like machine gun fire? I need to get it. Just music to my ears, people. Just like for all the other married men out there. Aren't we so lucky?
Jesus, he's big, Peter. I can see him. Oh, he's big.
How big?
I don't know. It's big. It's big. Oh, it's a jank. Let's go there.
We can get the net.
Okay. He's dead or no?
No, he's just buggered.
He's tired.
Yeah. Ready? Maybe you need my gorilla arms. Okay, ready? What you doing, killer? I'd be cautious about doing that near the water.
No, I'll live like this. Come on, Dad. No, he's not happy.
When Margarita sticks the fish, I'm sure she's not thinking of me. Well, not mostly. I thought it was funny when you first saw it went, oh, it's a jack. Why is that?
Because they're not as tasty. And I went like, I wanted to have a mackerel so we can do really yummy stuff. Or maybe because we never got it, that everyone has it, but we haven't caught it yet. The mahi, I never tried the flesh.
Well, we're not really that great fishermen. We just spear, so.
Yeah.
With the trevallies, it's really good to bleed them as soon as you can. Yeah, straight in. That's it. That'll do it. And it's like, there you go. You got him. See?
Oh yeah, there's blood now. Oh. You wanna? Oh.
All right. That was a bit of luck. High five. Yeah, your hands are daddy. I think I've turned into a pussy. I now care about dirty hands. All right, so we've got dinner. Christmas dinner. The northerly has passed and we finally are able to move to a very quiet anchorage near Doug. He has come out to greet us and guide us in because this place has lots of shallow places. And this is Doug. And this is ball cam. Very interesting, of course, but before you do it, Doug, you better pop them back in. I'm not borrowing your camera, that's for sure. Look at all the mansions, people. Nothing but movie stars, corporate CEOs and members of the porn industry. Right here, people.
just gonna lower the dinghy to visit our friend Doug. Doug is the one who did the run from Guatemala to Panama with Peter. He's being crew here for another boat. And
A
today,
big, huge catamaran.
and we're gonna have him to spend Christmas. Peter is swearing. Because when we bring up the dinghy, we always take the plug so in case if it rains, and now it's full of water.
Margarita is so beautiful, I get sidetracked.
Yeah, that's it.
No, people, I'm not going to buy this boat. At $2 million, this is 1.9999 million out of my price range. Although any investors out there that want to talk to me, you are welcome.
Knock, knock!
Hey buddy, how you going?
Merry Christmas, good to see you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. This is quite some boat.
Yeah, I bought it last week.
My goodness.
Peter, I'm drifting.
On my foot.
Oh, okay. Hi, Doug.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. This is the famous Doug that Peter's always talking about.
If it wasn't for Doug, I probably would have missed Panama. I don't know, but I wouldn't be here.
What would you like to see? Would you like to see my room? Would you like to see my room?
Well, not like that.
Okay, this is our dining room.
Nice.
I speak fluent Cantonese, Peter. This is Hai Fang. It means sea breeze or sea wind.
Oh, really?
SEA, not SEE. My rum collection from Cuba.
Santiago.
Santiago de Cuba. I bought 12 bottles before I left Cuba.
How much?
$7 each US.
Is that all for us?
Well, it's not for me. I'll share. But yeah, I've got 9 bottles left.
Freezer anchor, fridge anchor, and dishwasher anchor? There are just way too many anchors on this boat.
This is my bedroom.
This is a comfy bed.
My cupboard.
Ooh, plenty of space for
I'm from
me.
Canada, so I have Canada, and I'm a Montreal Canadian fan, so I have Montreal Canadiens right there. Okay. This is my washer.
Ooh.
This is the shower that I share with the aft cabin.
Fancy.
And this is an aft cabin. Bigger bed.
This one is bigger.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, and that is, and that is.
Okay.
Some happiness, I'm sure.
Not my room. Not my room. I don't know. I don't know.
Cha-na-na-na-na-na-na.
It is also, I believe it is also a dryer.
Yes, it will. Washing and dryer.
My goodness.
Yeah.
So he's got 2 spare anchors.
No, he actually uses this. I don't, but he does.
Let's see, let's check the outside. So this here we have the helm. Well, they have other helm on the other side too.
What surprised me about this boat was the draft was still more than 6 feet. I mean, catamarans love to go in the shallows, and yet with this catamaran you can't do it. What's this? An overhanging spare anchor? I've never heard of that, people. Now that was the female point of view. Now it's my turn. All right, we got, I think this is Dyneema rigging. I mean, I can't see the Dyneema, but it's got a sheath on it to protect it. I can't quite make out the taper, so I don't know what they've done. This is what I would have liked to have done, but you know, we can only do with what we got. Wherever there's a need for a stainless steel shackle, it's all been dispensed with, and it's all Dyneema, all soft shackles. It's just awesome. So he's not going to have any unexpected surprises, because even on this boat where there is stainless steel, it's rusting. So to avoid the crappy stainless that we're getting, we need to all cry out with one voice, people. All sailors or everyone, we need to say something, because the stainless that we're getting is absolute rubbish now. They've dispensed with all the uncertainty by having all these things in Dyneema, all soft shackles, all with these aluminium rings. I don't even know what they're called, but it's the way to go, because the crap we're getting now, we have to do it. These curved dagger boards are huge. At a guess, they're more than 5 meters long with a gentle radius. It is giving me goosebumps just guessing what their replacement value is. This truly is a magnificent boat. But yes, that was a but, people. This is a very big but situation. This is a really, really big window. Now, I'll just give you some real basic physics. I know some physics, and I'm basic, so I can tell you about basic physics. Let's say we had the very unfortunate circumstance of getting just a small wave pop over the back. So let's say 2 ton of water, and 2 ton of water is only this twice. So just the top of a wave flopping over. Let's say it's moving at 20 kilometers per hour, which is not, it's probably moving at 20 mile per hour. Let's just say 20 kilometers per hour, which is about 6 meters per second. So we've got 2 ton of water coming at 6 meters per second. All of a sudden, it meets a really large window. So let's pretend that in 1 second, it disperses all of that force against this window, just for basic sake. That's going to be 12,000 newtons on this space. So that's equivalent.
In all this space, this is all window.
12,000 newton. And now people going, what's a newton? What's 12,000 newton? Well, that would be, as an example, that would be accelerating a 1 ton car to 72 kilometers per hour in under 2 seconds. So we've got that much force hitting this. And that's a tiny little wave, and I've underestimated the speed. So I'm going to just have to stop it right there, because I was rabbiting on a bit. Yeah, I know I do that sometimes. Look, all I'm trying to say is if I took a flying leap at the windows, I would push them in. Even a small car would push it in. What do you reckon a small wave? And water in a wave is very heavy. So look, yeah, the open living with the big windows, I think 99% of the time, it is wonderful. Oh, you'd be going, this is great. But 0.1% of the time, you'd be packing darkies and be very scared. And you'd wish, in that 0.1% of the time, you weren't enjoying it so much in the other 99.9% of the time. But you can't go back, people. You're stuck in a big storm and you'd be just shitting bricks. And that's the new thing with catamarans nowadays. So, look, I just disagree with it. Now, later on in future episodes, Margarita and I went on this boat and we went sailing. So just pretend there's harp music and then harp music, and I've returned and I give you my 2 cents worth on the HH Catamaran. Look, it sails beautifully. I mean, it's awesome. Without even trying, it's doing 12 knots, and we're not even trying. It's just flying really close to the wind, 30, 35 degrees. That was in the lee of Grand Cayman. As we eased out into the swell, it started slamming. It's not HH's fault, it's just the way it is. We eased off and it was good, but we were still high to the wind, like 45, 40 degrees or something. We're still going well, or maybe 45 to 50, I can't remember. But anyway, it was sailing well. What I did notice that with all the rocking motion and the bit of the slamming, like things were getting dislodged. Some of the ceilings were coming down. That was a bit interesting. The joiner in the kitchen was breaking open. I'm just thinking for such a huge price tag, I would have thought more attention to detail would have been paid by HH. It seems to me, I'm just reading between the lines, there's a lot of little tiny problems. You know, even like 1 or 2 is okay, but you know, when you get 5 or 6, it's going to wreck your day. And it's a brand new boat with a huge price tag. It seems to me that HH did 99.5% of the work, accepted the last check from John, the current owner, and went, all right, next job, we'll move on. And customer service went to hell. It's a bit of a shame, but it seems to be the way of the world.
We're heading on a mission. We're gonna get some baits and we're gonna visit the Stingray City. Just got some baits to feed the stingrays.
Looks like a typical happily married couple here. Check. Feel the serenity, people. We've got the whole place to ourselves. Well, except for those 23 boats and those 196 people. Except for those, we're all alone. Well, things may be getting better though. Ooh la la. Margarita got bitten. If you wear that sort of bikini, I'm not surprised. The thought crossed my mind once or twice. Stingrays don't really have sharp teeth, more like rows of small flat teeth designed for crushing and grinding, but they have a hefty suck on them. This one here has a slice out of him, probably from a propeller. But it's all healed now and it doesn't seem to impair him too much. He just loved Margarita, maybe a little too much. He was getting more attention than I get in a month. Bloody stingrays. I'm not liking this. He's trying to slot Margarita with his slice. I don't even know if this is rude or not, people, but I'm not liking it. Oh no, he's having another go at Margarita. Now he wants to slot me with his slice. I'm a one slot slice guy and a bit old fashioned, so I back away. You never know where that slice has been, people. Old Slicey is back to his old tricks, from Margarita to me. He must be one of those stingrays. Oh well, to each their own. I'm going to try and film one eating. They tend to really pounce on it so their suction and body trap their prey so they can eat it. Here we go again. Yeah, nah, no good. And then all of a sudden they were going. With 2 kilograms of squid in their bellies, I think they can call it a day.
I'm freezing!
Well, how's that, my love?
It
Is
was
it good?
good, but I'm a bit afraid of them.
Yeah.
It was like exciting, but a bit afraid at the same time because they go and they nibble it. They give me look, a hickey. This is gonna be bruised here.
They gave you a hickey?
Yeah, it's not even. And then in my arms. And when they come closer, I get afraid because if they get here, it's a bit. But then I got a bit more confident and I started touching them. And still, I think since I got done by the dog, I started getting a bit afraid of some animals. Well, animals in general. I think.
What are you doing?
I'm putting my protection because on the way back, I'm gonna be super cold because it's gonna be super windy. Like that, the tail, it changed colors.
On the way home, we were getting hungry, but don't you worry, I spotted some dinner. Yep, that's good Australian tucker right there. Now, how to catch it without losing a finger, that's the trick. I'll just get closer here, but look the other way. You can take the boy out of Australia, but you can't take Australia out of the boy. I don't remember ordering this food to go, but there it goes. We have curry a la plaque. Oh, silly. It's one of the few things I do well. I can make a good curry.
We're spending Christmas over at Ducks Boatwell. Kinda.
3.75 million Australian dollars. It's a bit of luxury in paradise. Christmas Eve dinner. We've got curry a la plaque, fish curry.
Very good.
Yes, indeed.
Good response, people.
And now you're gonna tell Sal I love her?
Let me just interrupt and explain to you. This is the girl that Dougie is in love with. This is Sal. She was one bundle of joy and excitement. Dougie reckons that when God made Sal, she was handcrafted. None of this mold rubbish. She was handcrafted with one of those 7 days. Anyway, look, she was wonderful. She was into everything and said no to nothing, as you soon shall see. Now, Sal was on my old boat. She was part of the 4-girl Scandinavian crew. How good was that, people? 4 girls on a boat. And we cruised up the east coast of Australia for more than 2 months. What, I hear you ask? 4 strange, different girls on a boat that have never met before. And there was no fighting? No, we got on like a house on fire. Well, except for this time when they were fighting over little old me. And I had to be super rigorous at trying to split them up, people. No, girls, please don't do that. That's terrible. I don't want you to get hurt. Stop fighting over little old me. I'm putting my foot down. Yeah, there was never a dull moment with these girls.
It was So good! That was the best! It's like, so crazy!
There was nothing but squealing and laughter 24/7, and Sal was right there in the midst of it. She was one bundle of energy, and she never ever swore.
Ja, yeah! Motherfucker!
Well, maybe a bit. Well, let's face it, no, she could put a truck driving soldier born in Swearsville to shame, people. Only one thing went wrong in the trip, and that's when a cyclone showed up and chased us right up into the mangrove for 10 days, and we ran out of food. But we were pretty inventive, and there's always a solution to these sorts of things.
Well, today we're simply having yappies. I think I know.
Yes, we were so hungry, we were eating fish bait. And it was good. I even had it for breakfast.
Sacrifices you have to make with being captain.
But of course, if Sal did something, others were going to follow, but the results were never quite as good.
2, 1.
Who needs television? I've got this. Vicky, backslamming into the water always makes me smile. I didn't quite know how you were going to spin around if you didn't spring, but maybe I'm getting focused on details that is none of my business. It was damn fine effort. I should just shut up. Now, Vicky was from Holland. She wasn't from Scandinavia at all. But I'm not racist, people. I'm not going to kick her off the boat if she's not blonde-haired and blue-eyed. Lisa, who was blonde-haired and blue-eyed, she was up there, and she was from Sweden. Now, if you like those girls, check them out. They're episode 90 to 144. The times that we had, there was a lot of fun. Never a dull moment. So, look, all up, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, give it a like and subscribe, press the bell button, and hopefully our wonderful Patreon supporters and viewers will see you next week.